Today, we'll be analyzing all 20 plus 1 bonus forms of Uzumaki Naruto throughout the course of the Naruto series. We'll begin with some of his weakest forms, and by the end of the video, we'll work our way up to some of the strongest forms for not only Naruto, but generally all of anime. Beginning with Naruto's very first form, Uzumaki Naruto as a newborn. You see, Naruto was born to Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki. Hiruzen made special arrangements for Minato to preserve Kushina's seal containing the Nine Tails while she gave birth to Naruto in a remote location, assisted by midwives and Anbu. A masked man, however, Tobi, tracked down their location, killed the midwives and Anbu, and captured Naruto, forcing Minato to quickly rescue him and teleport him to a safe house. With Minato gone, Tobi captured Kushina and released the Nine Tails from her, using it to devastate Konoha. Minato saved Kushina and left Naruto in her care before he went to protect the village, eventually defeating Tobi and freeing the Nine Tails from Tobi's control. Returning to Naruto and Kushina's location, Minato realized the only way to stop the Nine Tails was to seal it within Naruto, believing that his son would someday need the fox's power to defeat Tobi when he returned. Since the Nine Tails chakra was too immense to be sealed into an infant, Minato sacrificed his soul to split the fox's chakra in half, sealing the yin half within himself and the yang half within Naruto. After telling Naruto how much they loved him, Minato and Kushina succumbed to their wounds from protecting their son from the Nine Tails and passed away. Moving on to his second form, Uzumaki Naruto as a pre-academy child. Naruto, now orphaned and not having anyone else to provide for him, received monthly income from the village in order to afford daily necessities. Naruto grew up not knowing who his parents were, receiving only his mother's surname, as Hiruzen wanted to protect Naruto from his father's enemies. Minato's dying wish that Naruto be regarded as a hero was honored by the very few who could put aside their pain and losses caused by the disaster, while the majority of Konoha, however, having no knowledge of the circumstances surrounding his birth, openly ostracized and resented Naruto for containing the beast that devastated the village and took many lives. Some even viewed Naruto as the Nine Tails itself. Soon, the third Hokage forbid anyone from mentioning the Nine Tails, hoping that the younger generation would not blindly hate Naruto as their parents did. However, Naruto's peers adopted their parents' hatred of him despite not knowing why. This social isolation caused Naruto to crave acknowledgement, which he would gain by pulling pranks, although that was obviously the wrong type of attention. Okay, here I would like to give a small spoiler for the rest of the video. As you probably already know, Naruto had Sakura as part of his team in the coming years, and well, all I'll say is that many fans are not happy with her. So my question to you is, what would you tell Sakura if you could speak with her? Well, on my end, check out my conversation with her. Given that Minato's nickname is the Yellow Flash of Konoha, do you know what your nickname is?
What?
The pink garbage of Konoha. And how can you talk to Naruto characters as well? Well, this couldn't be easier actually, because by downloading this new free app called Talkie AI, you can chat with anime characters, video game characters, and generally all sorts of fictional characters you want. And the best part is, you can literally speak with them about anything you want. I mean, just the other day, I felt like messing around with Obito. Since you like Rin, do you know what is the fastest way to a woman's heart?
What would be the fastest way to a woman's heart?
And well, for my next chat, I had to speak to one of my favorite villains of all time, Madara. Wake up to reality.
You dare use my own spells against me.
Oh, I am very much aware of reality, child.
Nothing ever goes as planned in this accursed world.
That's the first intelligent thing you've said.
Now, how did the rest of the chat with Madara go? Well, since I know you want to find out, use my link in the description down below to start having your own chats with your favorite anime characters. I mean, literally, the possibilities with this app are endless. Whether it's to have a casual conversation, or you want to have fun, or even talk to your favorite waifus in the same way that Jiraiya would do, Talkie AI makes all of these a reality. And with this new addition, you can even call them instead of chat with them. You speak, and the characters reply to you. The best part? It's absolutely free of charge. So what are you waiting for? Use my link in the description down below and download Talkie AI today. But now, let's get back to our video. Now, these were just the first 2 forms, and we still have another 18 plus 1 forms left to cover. And each form we have becomes even more powerful than the last. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and let's keep going. Form 3, Naruto Uzumaki as an academy student. In the academy, Naruto became a student of Iruka Umino, who acted as a surrogate older brother to keep him in line and help him work harder. Naruto also met his classmate Sasuke Uchiha and tried to befriend him, since Sasuke was alone as well. Jealous of Sasuke's skills and popularity, however, he developed a one-sided rivalry in his pursuit to prove himself just as good as, if not better than, Sasuke, wishing that someday Sasuke would accept him as an equal. Naruto also grew close with the owner of Ramen Ichiraku, Teuchi, and his daughter Ayame, being welcomed as their favorite customer. While in the academy, Naruto lacked any real talent and was failing his classes. Namely, one technique, the shadow clones, was Naruto's biggest weakness, as he could not successfully use this technique, even though it was supposed to be one of the easiest jutsus in Naruto. Failing once again to graduate from the academy, a disappointed Naruto was advised by one of his instructors, Mizuki, to steal the Scroll of Seals and learn a technique from it in order to graduate. As Naruto struggled to learn the shadow clone technique, Iruka Umino tracked him down and realized that Naruto was tricked by Mizuki into stealing the scroll. Mizuki attacked them and told Naruto about the nine tails sealed within him, claiming that Iruka hated him because of it. When Iruka risked his life to protect Naruto, however, he saw through Mizuki's lies and used the multiple shadow clone technique to defeat him, prompting Iruka to happily grant Naruto his graduation from the academy. Naruto was eventually assigned to Team 7, partnered with Sasuke Uchiha and Sakura Haruno under the leadership of Kakashi Hatake. And now is where things start getting even more interesting. Form number 4, Naruto with Kyuubi's influence. After a series of uneventful D-rank missions, Team 7 is assigned a C-rank mission, escorting Tazuna to the Land of Waves. Soon after leaving Konoha, they are attacked by the Demon Brothers, who are thankfully dealt with by Kakashi. Tazuna confesses that assassins have been hired to kill him, but that he couldn't afford the bodyguard detail he needs. Although the mission is now A-rank in nature, far beyond the skill of Geni, Team 7 decides to continue with it. When they arrive in the Land of Waves, they are confronted by Zabuza and Haku. Haku's demonic mirroring ice crystals traps both Naruto and Sasuke. As Haku moves in to kill Naruto, Sasuke uses his body as a shield to protect Naruto and seemingly dies. Enraged by Sasuke's apparent death, Naruto unwittingly accesses the Nine Tails chakra for the first time, allowing him to destroy the ice mirrors and defeat Haku. While under Kyuubi's influence, Naruto becomes more monstrous in appearance, with his eyes turning red and the pupils of his eyes taking the shape of a fox. His teeth and claws become that of a fox, all while Naruto receives exponentially more strength, chakra, speed, and even healing abilities. It is worth noting, however, that while in this state, Naruto's rage stops him from seeing clearly and is much more aggressive to those around him. Now, obviously, there were a lot more instances of Naruto receiving Kyuubi's chakra throughout Part 1, namely against Neji during the Chunin exams, or the final fight against Sasuke. But nonetheless, since these are not strictly speaking new forms, we will instead move on to the next form Naruto took. Form number 5, Naruto as a teenager. After the 2.5 years of time skip training, you see, Naruto and Jiraiya left Konoha for 2.5 years in order for Naruto to train with his master. Naruto has grown in size, strength, and wisdom. Well, kinda, because in certain things, Naruto still remained as goofy as he was. Naruto is now much more skilled in combat, can analyze the situation, and act much better strategically, as displayed during his fight with Kakashi. And yet, the most interesting forms are just now getting started. Form number 6, Teenager 1 Tail Cloak. You see, during her fight with Sasori, Sakura learned of an opportunity to meet with a spy in Orochimaru's ranks in a few days' time, hoping it will lead them to Sasuke. Yamato disguises himself as Sasori and goes to the Tenchi Bridge to meet the spy, while Naruto, Sakura, and Sai hide nearby. The spy, aka Kabuto, begins telling Yamato about Orochimaru's organization, but they are interrupted by the arrival of Orochimaru, who teams up with Kabuto to fight Yamato, having intended to kill Sasori. Team 7 comes to his aid, and Orochimaru, recognizing them, taunts Naruto about Sasuke. Naruto is enraged, and after engaging in battle with Orochimaru that kept provoking him, Naruto shows the one-tail cloak form. In this form, Naruto is surrounded by a dense, red, and bubbling chakra cloak, which takes the form of a fox with one tail. His eyes turn red with slit pupils, resembling those of Kurama. His hands and feet grow sharper claws, and his teeth become more pronounced and fang-like. The whisker marks on his cheeks also become thicker and more pronounced. The chakra cloak often appears malevolent and has a fiery, boiling texture. Naruto's physical strength and speed are significantly increased, allowing him to overpower opponents with brute force. The chakra cloak also provides rapid healing, enabling Naruto to recover from injuries quickly. His jutsus, especially the Rasengan, become more potent with the added chakra from Kurama. But on the downside, the more Naruto taps into Kurama's power, the greater the risk of losing control to the beast's influence. But of course, this was not the end of it, as we now have Naruto's next form, Teenager Three Tails Cloak. This form provides an even greater boost in power compared to the one-tail cloak, but also brings more severe consequences. The red, bubbling chakra cloak becomes denser and more defined, with 3 tails formed from the chakra. The chakra cloak begins to take on a more solid and fur-like appearance, giving Naruto a more beastly look, while the malevolent aura of the chakra cloak intensifies, with the chakra appearing more chaotic and violent. On the power level side, Naruto's physical strength and speed are greatly amplified, making his attacks far more devastating and his movements quicker. He can extend multiple chakra arms and tails from the cloak, which can be used for both offense and defense, allowing for versatile combat techniques. Naruto's senses, including his perception and reflexes, are heightened, giving him an edge in battle. But while the Three Tails form grants incredible power, it does come with severe risks. To be precise, the transformation puts an immense strain on Naruto's body, potentially leading to severe physical damage once the form is deactivated. Prolonged use can cause significant harm, not to mention that the sheer power and ferocity of the Three Tails form can lead to unintended collateral damage, endangering allies and the surrounding environment. And now, it's time to speak about Naruto's strongest form as of yet, Teenager Four Tails Cloak. Now, here's where things start getting scary, and we're now witnessing what fearsome power Naruto holds inside him. During his battle with Orochimaru, Naruto's use of the Four Tails Cloak demonstrated the raw, untamed power of the Nine Tails that could literally decimate entire regions with a single attack. Naruto could form chakra bombs by harvesting the chakra of the outside environment, similar to how how fully manifested tailed beasts do. Even though this form is incredibly powerful, it also highlighted the significant dangers and drawbacks of relying on Kurama's chakra without proper control, emphasizing the need for Naruto to find a way to harness this power more safely and effectively. Okay, so it's obvious that now Naruto needs to start depending on his own strength and become stronger without having Kurama take over whenever Naruto is tasked to fight. Because of that, we move on to the next form of Naruto, Naruto as a Rasen Shuriken master. As we mentioned, Naruto had been training to create a new jutsu that surpassed the Rasengan, combining his wind nature chakra with the Rasengan to form the wind release Rasen Shuriken. The Rasen Shuriken is a highly advanced version of the Rasengan, featuring a large spinning shuriken shape with 4 extended bleeds of chakra. Upon striking the target, the Rasen Shuriken creates an immense explosion and releases countless microscopic wind blades that attack the body's cells at a cellular level. When used against Kakuzu, the Rasen Shuriken proved to be immensely powerful, dealing catastrophic damage to him, destroying his internal organs and severing his chakra pathways. However, the initial use of the Rasen Shuriken was dangerous for Naruto as well. The backlash of the wind blades caused severe damage to his own arm, leading Tsunade to classify it as a forbidden jutsu due to its potential to harm the user. But did this stop Naruto from using or attempting to perfect this technique? Not quite, because as we see during Naruto's fight against Pain, Naruto manages to complete this attack by having thrown it at his opponent as it was originally intended, and thus Naruto does not need to make close contact in order to unleash this technique, thus eliminating the risk for Naruto getting caught in the aftermath of his own attack. But having mentioned Naruto's fight versus Pain, we now have to speak about Naruto's most significant power-up as of yet, Sage Mode. You see, Naruto had trained in Senjutsu at Mount Myoboku. Unlike Jiraiya, Naruto was able to perfectly balance natural energy with his chakra and enter a complete Sage Mode, symbolized by the orange pigmentation around his yellow eyes, his toad-like pupils, and no other alterations to his appearance. Using Sage Mode made Naruto's technique stronger, enhanced his physical parameters, improved taijutsu, and since chakra advanced enough to identify different signatures from vast distances. Since Sage Mode was active only for a brief amount of time, Naruto had to employ shadow clones instead to maintain the technique, taking advantage of the clone's own buildup of natural energy being transferred to the original and letting him use Sage Mode a number of times. However, creating more than 5 shadow clones overall would disrupt the focus of the clones gathering natural energy. However, as we'll see later on in the video, the need for this method diminishes over time as Naruto becomes capable of entering Sage Mode much faster. But before that, let's see Naruto's 11th form that also happened during Naruto's fight against Pain, Teenager Six-Tails Cloak. You see, Naruto at this stage is pinned down by Pain's orbs and is seemingly about to be taken away in order to be killed after having the Nine-Tails chakra extracted from him. Because of that, Hinata tries to intervene and, well, let's just say that in the very least, she was no match for Pain. Well, when Naruto saw Hinata getting absolutely destroyed, a switch turned on within him, and his rage was immaculate. Because of that, 6 of the 9 tails emerged during the fight. The chakra cloak fully engulfs Naruto, forming a miniature version of Kurama. His human features are almost entirely obscured, the red bubbling chakra becoming denser and more solid, forming a skeletal structure and muscle-like texture over Naruto's body, while Naruto's eyes turn completely white, and his facial features become more fox-like. Other than every attribute being heightened further, in this form, Naruto can also emit powerful roars infused with Kurama's chakra, causing shockwaves and damaging the surroundings. When it seemed that Naruto was out of control, however, and Kurama could eventually fully leak out, Naruto had an encounter with Minato in the form of chakra, which helped him further reinforce the seal and hold back Kurama. Fast forward a bit, all the way to the 4th Great Shinobi War, where Naruto's 12th form takes place. We now have Kurama Sage Mode. You see, in the 4th Great Ninja War arc, Naruto Uzumaki's use of Kurama Sage Mode, often referred to as Kurama Mode or Nine-Tails Chakra Mode combined with Sage Mode, marked a significant evolution in his abilities. This form represents a harmonious collaboration between Naruto and Kurama, allowing him to utilize both the Nine-Tails Chakra and the natural energy of Sage Mode simultaneously. Naruto is surrounded by a bright golden chakra cloak with intricate black seal patterns. This cloak resembles Kurama's form, giving Naruto an aura of immense power, with the most important change being his eyes, as his eyes change to a combination of Sage Mode's characteristic orange pigmentation around the eyes and Kurama's vertical slit pupils, giving Naruto eyes a characteristic cross inside them. This form grants Naruto numerous abilities, including, but not limited to, immense strength and speed, enhanced sensory perception, rapid regeneration, powerful chakra arms, enhanced Rasengan variants, as well as massive chakra reserves. This form combines the physical and sensory enhancements of Sage Mode with the raw power and chakra of Kurama, creating a balanced and formidable combat style. This form marks a pinnacle in Naruto's development, symbolizing his mastery over both his own abilities and the power of the Nine Tails. This form showcases Naruto's growth as a ninja, his ability to harmonize with Kurama, and his strategic prowess in utilizing both Sage Mode and Kurama's chakra to their fullest potential. And yet, this was not the last form Naruto took during the war, because the next form in line is Six Paths Sage Mode. With the power given to him by Hagoromo Otsutsuki, Naruto gained access to the Six Paths Sage Mode. In this mode, his pupils take on a cross-like shape, but this time without manifesting the orange pigmentation around his eyes present in Sage Mode. Going further, Naruto manifests a new Nine Tails Chakra Mode cloak, which he could access instantly and maintain much longer than his standard Sage Mode. Naruto's physical attributes and techniques are further augmented to the point where he could dodge attacks that move at the speed of light and deflect truth-seeking balls. It also empowers his sensory abilities to the highest possible level, which allowed him to sense the invisible shadows of Limbo. This form allows Naruto to fly and also manifest up to 9 truth-seeking balls, composed of all 5 basic natures. Use yin-yang release and imbue them with the Six Paths Chakra. He could mold the balls into a myriad of shapes, fire them as projectiles, and still control them from distance, or convert them into tailed beast balls and use them to create tailed beast ball Rasen shurikens capable of destroying the planetoids generated from Chibaku Tensei. While his shadow clones are unable to produce truth-seeking balls of their own, Naruto is able to transfer control of his own to any of his shadow clones. And now we move on to the last form Naruto ever took during the Naruto Shippuden series, Kurama Asura Mode versus Sasuke. Now, despite the two of them beginning their fight from where they left during the 4th Great Shinobi War, meaning both of them having Six Paths Chakra, Naruto later goes on to use Asura Mode against Sasuke, while Sasuke uses Susanoo Indra Mode. When it comes to Naruto, this form is basically Naruto in a huge Kurama-like avatar made out of chakra. Using 2 shadow clones, he could create and combine 3 Kurama avatars into a single construct with 3 faces and 6 arms, which is largely reminiscent of Asura's 6 paths, Kunitsukami. This state allowed Naruto to infuse 2 massive Rasen shuriken with natural energy whose destructive capabilities rivaled that of Sasuke's most powerful jutsu, Indra's Arrow. The resulting explosion from the 2 techniques colliding created an enormous cyclone that was visible from outer space. But since we finished with the forms Naruto took during the events of Naruto Shippuden, let's discuss Naruto the last movie next. During this movie, Naruto uses the Kurama Sage Mode as an adult. Or did he now? Well, it's kind of uncertain to be honest, since the absence of truth-seeking orbs indicate that this is not Six Paths Sage Mode. But on the other hand, Naruto does possess Six Paths Chakra in this stage, so the absence of the truth-seeking orbs might just be that Naruto just didn't need or decided not to create them. But nonetheless, here are the facts. Hinata is abducted by Tonari Otsutsuki in order for him to create the Tenseigan, a powerful dojutsu that requires combining the Byakugan with Otsutsuki Chakra. The Hyuga clan are direct descendants of Hamura, making their Byakugan essential for his plan. Tonari aimed to achieve the Tenseigan's full power to move the moon and execute his plan to destroy the Earth and recreate it, as he believed humanity had strayed from the path set by his ancestors. Well, you better believe that Naruto was not about to let that happen. Because of that, he engages in battle against Tonari, and all I will say is that the two of them literally almost destroy the entire moon while fighting. On to the next Naruto series, Boruto, Naruto Next Generation, where Naruto's new form happens, Adult Hokage base form. Shortly after their wedding, Naruto and Hinata had a son, which they named Boruto, and 2 years later, they had a daughter, which they named Himawari. In the anime, over the years, Naruto was constantly busy, leading to him not taking the Chunin exams. Despite technically still being a genin, Naruto was selected to succeed Kakashi and become the 7th Hokage, finally achieving his long-lasting goal and dream. As an adult, Naruto's physical strength, speed, and endurance are significantly higher than that of an average shinobi due to his extensive training and battles over the years. His taijutsu skills are highly refined, allowing him to engage in close combat effectively. His speed is unmatched, and his overall skills as a shinobi make him the strongest human in the world, even in base form. Him and Sasuke, that is. And yet, that's not even his strongest form. Not even close, actually. We now move on to his 17th form, Adult Kurama Chakra Mode. You see, Momoshiki interrupts the events of the Chunin exams in order to abduct Naruto in his effort to cultivate a chakra fruit once more, just like the Akatsuki were once trying to do during the events of Naruto Shippuden. Momoshiki starts to indiscriminately attack everyone, and because of that, Naruto sacrifices himself in order to protect them. Naruto goes into Kurama Chakra Mode and extends his chakra cloak to encompass the entire stadium, creating a massive barrier that absorbed and deflected Momoshiki's attack. This display of power and control over Kurama's chakra ensured the safety of everyone in the vicinity. As mentioned by Sasuke as well, Naruto could easily neutralize the attack of Momoshiki by attacking on his own with an equally destructive chakra bomb. However, that would mean that the surrounding area would be taken out due to the impact. Because of that, Naruto chooses to absorb the attack and thus take the impact of the explosion. Naruto is taken as captive by Momoshiki in order to have the Nine Tails extracted from him. But will Naruto die? Not quite, because we're now moving on to the 18th form, Adult Six-Path Sage Mode. You see, after Naruto is freed from Momoshiki's captivity, he goes all out with the help of Sasuke, and well, all I'll say is that the two of them go hard on Momoshiki. Naruto uses his Six-Path Sage Mode and displays what a badass he truly is against even a literal alien god. Well, truth be told, when Naruto used this form against another Otsutsuki, the result was not the best that time, as Naruto was absolutely destroyed when using this form to fight against Ishiki Otsutsuki. And this is why we now have to speak about Naruto's next form, Baryon Mode. Okay, hear me out. As we mentioned, Naruto was absolutely destroyed by Ishiki, and thus needed to do something to fight back. In a process similar to nuclear fusion, Naruto's and Kurama's chakra are consumed as raw materials to produce a new type of energy. The increase in chakra was enough to shock both Ishiki and Sasuke, with the latter noting it being tremendous. When in use, it dramatically boosts Naruto's reflexes, speed, and power to such extremes that he even surpasses Ishiki's capabilities, allowing him to snatch the Otsutsuki's black rods out of the air before they're visibly enlarged, as well as dodge and effortlessly parry attacks. Kurama notes that because all chakra is connected, contact with an opponent will drain their lifespan as well. In this state, Naruto's hair becomes spikier, standing up on its ends with tufts on each side of his head appearing as fox ears. His whisker markings become thicker, with the upper ones on each side curving up below his eyes. The pigments around his eyes become black and stretch up towards his makeshift fox ears, and he takes on Kurama's red slit eyes. The coloring of his clothes turns slightly darker orange, and he gains a chakra cape with a black swirl in the middle of his chest. Flowing from the back of his cape are 4 orange chakra tails, with 5 more at the end of the cape. But hear this, as powerful as Baryon Mode is, it is extremely dangerous if used for too long or recklessly, making this form a double-edged sword. Doing so will gradually drain at the user's strength and very lifespan. Because of the extreme risk, the user must not make any unnecessary movements, nor act on any stray thoughts, focusing only on the most calculated of moves to keep Baryon Mode stable. Even more, overusage of this form comes at an even greater risk at Kurama's life altogether, effectively killing it. While in Baryon Mode, Naruto was absolutely cooking Ishiki and was completely overpowering him. That is, before Kurama fully died, and thus Naruto's Baryon Mode was over. Upon reaching the breaking point, Kurama's entire being will be destroyed, depriving Naruto of all Kurama's chakra and capabilities. However, the removal of Kurama from its Jinchuriki does not endanger the latter's life. Despite his death, Kurama was eventually revived, as with any tailed beasts who would die, albeit not within Naruto. And for the final form of today's video, Adult Naruto with non-Kurama Sage Mode. You see, Kawaki escapes the house surveillance and is on his way to meet with Code. Boruto follows him as well, as Boruto can sense him through his karma and Otsutsuki powers. Naruto has no other choice but to use Sage Mode. Using Sage Mode, Naruto was able to locate Boruto and Kawaki, alongside an unknown individual. As Naruto left 2 shadow clones on standby to store up more Senjutsu chakra, Shikamaru arrived, refusing to let Naruto leave the village against the threat without him. Since the Hokage now no longer had Kurama for additional power, Shikamaru reminded Naruto that he cannot maintain Sage Mode for long anymore, but Naruto insisted that he can maintain it for longer on his own, drawing from years of experience. They arrive in time to save Kawaki from having his arm broken by Momoshiki, who had taken over Boruto again. However, the disappointing fact is that Naruto is now nowhere near as strong as he used to be, with Boruto being able to simply push him out of the way so that Kawaki can land a finishing blow on him. Thankfully, Boruto was later brought back due to Momoshiki's intervention, but as we mentioned, Naruto is not as strong as he used to be, and because of that, Kawaki manages to send him in an alternate dimension alongside Hinata in order to protect him. In that dimension, Naruto and Hinata are in a state of suspension, where they're alive, but cannot really move or escape. And here's where I'd like to mention the bonus form of Naruto. Just like Naruto is able to use Sage Mode by not moving for a given period of time in order to absorb the natural energy that is present around him, what if something similar happens here? What if Naruto is, yes, not able to move, but not fully asleep? What if he rather uses this time to create a new form, waiting to use it once he is freed? Well, if that happens, all I'll say is imagine how strong this new form will be. A mere few minutes of not moving while in Sage Mode are enough to grant Naruto such a significant power boost. Imagine the difference in power if Naruto uses something similar for several years. And not only that, but absorbing chakra and natural energy from a foreign dimension that we don't even know what capabilities or powers it might hide. I truly believe that Naruto will have at the very least one more form before the end of the Boruto series. And this way I described would be one heck of a way for our boy Naruto to get stronger once more. Click on this video next, where I'm explaining as well as ranking all 20 Jinchuriki as well as their hosts in the world of Naruto. Go on, check it out!